And behind the screen, it's Whimsy.
Wait a second. Are you sure you're Whimsy?
I don't know. You can't prove one way or the other.
I can't.
Ha 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 ha. It's Whimsy.
We promised you guys a review of the Artist Pro.
Yes, Artist Pro.
The 15.6 Artist Pro drawing tablet. So you're gonna get it.
Woohoo!
That wasn't a threat. Just so you know.
It sounded a little thready, actually.
That's why I specified afterwards. It's not a threat, I promise.
I mean, I don't know what you can do. I don't know what you can do to threaten them with that, but...
Oh, you're gonna get so much art. You're gonna get arted like nobody's ever been arted before.
Quit waving that stylus around like it's some kind of magic wand.
You're not my supervisor.
Okay, now let's see what we can do with this thing. While we're here, Jess, let's show people what parts of this are the tablet and what parts are the actual software you're using.
Well, this hard thing is the tablet, and everything you're seeing on the screen is the software, Dan.
Well done.
Technically, the stylus also came with the tablet, so I would include that with that as well, and these wires.
Well done. Well played, MacLean. Well played. So eventually we will get to talking about the features of the tablet, but let's play around a little bit right now. How about you show us how that stylus works for drawing just simple little things?
Like a line? Ooh, it drew a line.
And it also drew that line over there as well, so that's handy.
You will notice the colors are very different.
Having the tablet seems to get truer colors is I think what we're trying to say here.
Which is good. That's what you want if you're arting.
So let's draw a couple geometric shapes real quick.
You want a circle?
Yeah, because we're gonna do some things with them. How about a square?
I didn't know there was going to be a test.
And a triangle. Do you remember how to do a triangle, Jess? There you go. Perfect. Now, let's say I wanted to enlarge that whole thing a little bit, but I didn't want to use a particular button to do that, or software to do that. I might be able to use my scroll button.
Ooh, this little fun wheel.
So you can get right in there and get all the details that you need. Not even on the software, it's just kind of a feature.
I have to say I use that constantly.
Could you draw a line connecting, like maybe a circle connecting all three of those geometric shapes from the inside?
What?
From the inside, draw a circle in the middle of all three of them that connects all of them. Thanks. Oh, that doesn't look good at all. Hey, how about you just undo that for me?
Ooh, I bet this button does something.
With that one easy push of a button. How handy was that? So it comes with 8 preset buttons that you can configure any way you want, as well as the wheel, so that your drawing style can be represented by the things that, just
one of the preset buttons. Or, that's a program thing, but still.
So you can customize it to the things you do most often. For me, sometimes that's rotating the screen so I don't ever have to draw without the ideal angle. It might be undo, redo. It might be switching to the pen where you use most often. All of that kind of stuff. In my instance, it's a lasso as well, because I like to lasso whatever I'm doing and then move it around and manipulate it. As a matter of fact, Jess, why don't you draw a lasso around one of those objects?
Whee!
That was pretty easy. Maybe you could manipulate it with that. Make it larger, smaller, move it around.
Ooh.
That is pretty amazing.
Wow.
From that screen.
Eat the other geometric shapes.
And from that same selection screen, if you felt like it, you could flip it around, reverse it,
put your thing down, flip it, and reverse it. You know what? I heard it's her from a Nip It Poignette.
Wow. So that's been pretty awesome. As a matter of fact, Jess, can you open up one of your latest drawings from here as well?
Any preferences? I got lots of them.
How about one of your gnomey food ones?
Oh, do you have a favorite?
How about your donut?
Oh,
I really like the donut. I like the gnome sitting in the donut.
Can open my gnome. Gnome? Gnome.
Make sure I'm also... And there we have that. That's something she drew a little ways ago, but it's still in the memory for the program and
Put
stuff.
a paper background so there's not the weird transparency.
So that's a kind of fun thing. And if you look on the side over here, all of these are layers that were involved in the making of that. And she could just click them on and off at will so she can manipulate, whatever she wants. She can use that to then add different colors, add different inking layers, choose different backgrounds, shadows, all of that sort of stuff.
Apparently I don't have my sketch layer on here anymore.
That's okay.
What happened?
Oh, no.
That's what happens when your line work goes away.
No.
I think you mean gnome.
Gnome. Hi, Mr. Gnome. Waving at everybody. So it allows you to go back and then change things, which is what, anyone who's working with just paper and ink really regrets not being able to do. So that's kind of cool. Now we're using as software Clip Studio Art Pro.
Clip Studio Pro.
Clip
Studio Paint Pro.
Clip Studio Paint Pro.
They conveniently labeled it for us because they knew we'd forget.
Which is a pretty inexpensive clone of Paint Shop. Photoshop. And that is pretty awesome. It does so many similar things to that, and we really enjoy it at so much cheaper a cost.
And as people who've never used Photoshop, because it seems really complicated, this was not really complicated. We did take a class on Udemy about it, just to get the basics, which was very helpful.
Yeah. I mean, I think we got this on sale for $40 or so for the software instead of, hundreds and hundreds of dollars for Photoshop. Took a $10 course, and it's been super handy at what we're doing, which is illustration, cartooning, drawing kind of stuff.
Do it.
Look at that. It's got crumbs. So this is us about 3 weeks into this whole thing, maybe 4 weeks into it, trying to learn a bit, and I think we're doing really well. So been very happy. The tablet itself has been super responsive, has done everything we've needed it to do. And I will tell you, as I back up here, one of the real keys to this is because it's a tablet, you can get a real crick in your neck if you're trying to use it. So Jess found these extendable lap tables, essentially, designed to hold laptops and stuff. They're adjustable legs, they're adjustable angles. You can put a tilt on this thing as well. And as a result, you can draw at a very comfortable level without having to constantly be going downward and stuff. What is that, Jess? Oh, it's an adorable little gnome using
taking a little nap.
Piece of pepperoni as a blanket.
This, however, is a better example if you can get both of these in the same shot of the color difference between my laptop and that.
I mean, it won't show too much, but you'll have to trust us that there's a pretty significant difference in color between the actual tablet, which is picking up much more truer color palettes, and whatever computer system people happen to be viewing these on, or whatever resolution their computers are set at. So don't be alarmed if you see it on your computer and things don't look like what you drew. If people are using it in a print format or on a good resolution monitor, they're going to see it exactly as you intended. So, final thoughts, Jess?
I think this is fantastic. I was very against the whole idea when Dan first mentioned it of doing digital art and trying to learn to draw on a tablet because I'd had bad experiences in the past, but this has made a huge difference.
I'm really happy that it worked out that way. I love the idea of digital art because if you get the hang of it, it's there forever.
I've gotten so much better being able to use this than just drawing with a pencil and paper.
I mean, now you take a form, and I noticed that some of your art, you've been taking references from your older art, and putting it up on screen so that you can keep things sort of similar and stuff in design and stuff. So that's really handy.
Yeah, and being able to steal the exact same colors. All of my gnomes have the exact same nose color because I can just steal it from the past one.
That is really handy. So yeah, this has been well worth the money we paid for it. Mm-hmm. I think we got the tablets for about $450 a piece or so. I think we got the program for about $40, and these stands for them were maybe another 20 or so.
Yeah, and shout out to Keith for Karmic Debt Comics, because he's the one who recommended both the software and the hardware to us, the tablets and everything, and that was a great recommendation. These are fantastic.
He is someone we knew picked up the torch of learning digital art many years ago, and we were hoping could guide us as people who were just starting, and he did so with great advice, and I'm really glad we asked, so thank you.
Are you enjoying these things? Is this going to help you?
I am.
Maybe you should hit subscribe.
I already do.
Oh. Well, maybe they should hit subscribe.
Oh, they should totally hit subscribe.
And like if you enjoyed this video.
Yeah. And now
let's frost the gnome.